Alright, what's good with y'all? Back with another video, and as requested, and I just got these from StockX, so shout out them. Link will be down below to get a pair. But today I'm reviewing the McDonald's All-American AE1 Highs. Extremely cool shoe. Definitely something I want to have in my collection. I had some of the plain colorways of the Highs, and I was like, you know what? This would be a cool one to add. I actually like the AE1 Highs, although I don't like the lows. We'll get into the reasons and everything like that in the video. Before we do that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's start it off. To start off, we have a unique TPU upper design with an internal and external heel counter on the back of the shoe with the huge Adidas logo, McDonald's logo, and on the inside of the shoe as well, we have the McDonald's logo on both of them, and some burgers and fries. We also have the McDonald's logo on the tongue and AE logo on the other side of the tongue and the star on the middle. We have that on both shoes as well. And I just love all the McDonald's branding. The lace tips also say McDonald's All-American on them. Hopefully that focuses for you. I feel like I'm not always a huge fan of the mismatch, but on this shoe I just feel like it works. And with the McDonald's theme, and when they do the McDonald's All-American game, usually one team has a red jersey, the other has a blue. I feel like it just works and it just makes sense. And I feel like the white in the middle also really balances out the colors in the mismatch. Since this is a mid to high top shoe, the lockdown on the shoe is really good. I have also had some comments and people tell me that they've had some breathability issues with this shoe. Me personally, I have not had any at all. One thing that would be concerning for those that have sweaty feet, also not an issue of mine, is the sweat building up and kind of making the upper yellow. Just a thought. I have no clue if that would actually happen. Now let's get into the midsole. We have a full-length jet boost encased in a TPU shell so that you cannot see the cushion on any part of the midsole. And from my tech spec background check, so I talked about this in the low video, the highs have a better cushioning. From what I heard, the blend of jet boost and light boost in the highs, because I believe it is not all 100% jet boost, could be wrong. Finding the tech specs and everything for this one was actually really hard and really weird. The highs have more jet boost, which I believe is the better Adidas cushioning, and the lows have more light boost. Why the hell they did that, I have no clue at all. And you can definitely feel the difference in the shoes, because when I first got the all blue AE1 highs, I was like, damn, the cushion on these is really nice. Then I got the charcoal AE1 lows. That shit was stiff as hell. And I was like, damn, hell did they do? And obviously I looked it up and realized the difference. So if you were to want to get an AE1 shoe, I would 100% recommend the highs over the lows, just to throw that out there for you if you were thinking about those decisions. But there's still some downsides to these, and we'll get into it later in the video. And as far as comfort, Adidas shoes are typically more wide foot friendly, and they were really comfortable for me. The shoes, for those that may have narrow feet, these may not be for you. I know there's gonna be some extra space in there. Even with my like flat, semi-wide foot, a little bit of space in this area. To tighten the shoe, I'm solid. I'm not like slipping or sliding or anything. And I don't really mind the space in the shoe, especially with it being that high top. So I still feel locked down and secure. I also know that some people do recommend going a half size down. I wouldn't do it. I like the amount of space in there, and I feel like if I went down a half size, it would be a little too tight for me. As far as the outsole goes, on this color, we have a translucent outsole where you can see the stars. You see the full-length X-shaped torsion plate on the bottom of the shoe that is mismatched colors between each shoe. The traction pattern for the bottom of the shoe is also a full-length and large herringbone traction pattern. If you know, you know, herringbone is typically a great option in terms of traction patterns for shoes. Works really well, and I gave this a really high traction rating as well. You ever tried the hardest? For this shoe specifically though, I did feel like I liked the traction on the non-translucent AE1s better than the ones with the translucent ones. With Nike, I feel like for me it's been flip-flop, but some of y'all say y'all don't like translucent. I feel like it's a real shoe-to-shoe, case-to-case basis. Another example I give is like the KD4s. The rubber outsoles, I hate. They're trash, they're stiff, they're hard. I don't know what rubber compound they use, but they're terrible. Then when I use like the translucent ones, they're good. Like on the Unpearls, the Galaxies, the Weathermans, all those, no issue with traction. I gave them a really high rating. As far as squeak for the shoe, it was light. For all my squeakers that like a really loud squeak and everything with their hoop shoes, it's not non-existent, but it's not like super loud and high pitched. But once again, I love to throw that in there. It does not affect performance. I guess I have to say this every video so I don't throw anybody off or make anybody mad. As far as the fit go, we talked about it. I would go true to size. If you have a narrow foot, maybe half size down would be better for you, but normal to wifey, I would stick true to size. Now we get to the price of the shoe. As far as retail, I believe it was 130 because that's the retail price of an 81, somewhere around that range. As far as resale goes, because it was damn near impossible to hit for retail, they're going anywhere from like $400 to $1,000. They're a little expensive, but it is a McDonald's All-American colorway. They don't drop a lot of these for retail. They're typically pretty hard to get. I wanted a pair of the McDonald's All-American Adidas Select 2.0s. I never even saw a pair online for purchase. Like none of the shoe resellers, none of the I did not see them. So price is kind of justified. Whether you want to pay it or not is a whole nother story though. Forgot to talk about the laces. They do have the McDonald's All-American words on the tips, but this is also a pair with the circular laces, and that was a huge problem in the 81 high line, and I guess even some of the lows. The lows I have flat laces, but they are impossible to keep tied. Everybody's like, oh, you just can't tie your shoes. No, like the way these were designed, the thickness of them, they kind of just unravel themselves as you play it. You will be tying your shoes a lot. I guess you technically could replace it with some flat laces if you wanted to. I just try to double knot it and hope for the best and just be tying your shoes here and there. This shoe definitely for the bulkier, bigger players. I damn near say 190 plus, 200 plus, this shoe might be for you. If not, it might slow you down a little bit. The shoe is 510 grams. I believe in pounds, that is over a pound each shoe and some change. It's the heaviest shoe in my collection. And I have Bron 10s, I have Bron 11s, I have Bron 21s. Yeah, I've got some foams that they're, I believe, the same weight or a little bit heavier than, which is, hey, insane to see the least. But I feel like Adidas is always kind of known for having heavier shoes. Like the only one that I reviewed recently that wasn't just heavy was the Don Issue 6s. With them being a little heavier though, I do like that Adidas shoes are typically more wide foot friendly though. So yeah, if you're used to playing in like Kobe's, Sabrina's, or just more lighter shoes in general, so maybe a big switch up, I would go try on a pair in store, even if it isn't this specific colorway or the colorway that you want to buy online, just to see how they feel, fit, and everything. And that's just another pro tip with hoop shoes. They might not have the color you want in store, but before you buy a shoe online, I would go like a Dick's Sporting Goods or Foot Locker. Just try it on a shoe that is that shoe. It doesn't have to be the color that you want. And see how it feels. They'll typically be the same weight, same fit, same everything. They're usually the same. Check to make sure they have like the same upper design, details, materials as well. That also helps because sometimes they switch it up based on the colorway. Overall though, I was actually a fan of the 81s. I hooped in my all blue pair when I first got them when they came out. And I liked them. They're a little heavy. I got a dunk or two in them. I would have to find those clips too. They're on my main Instagram or in the archives of one of my phones. I do think the design is interesting. I am kind of excited but nervous to try the 82s because they look kind of funky. But maybe with the right colorways and everything, that's with any shoe, that might be cool. Performance is crazy though. I feel like that's most important. And with time, the colorways will come and they'll make something that the people like. This is a solid shoe with consistent traction, very unique and interesting design. And for those that don't know, the 81 got Shoe of the Year or New Shoe of the Year or something like that for 2024. So the people liked it. The people liked the shoe. We had a lot of people wearing them off court as well, like Wale and stuff like that, showing love. But all my normal wide footers that like a bulkier shoe or a heftier shoe or something with a higher ankle cup. I know another problem that a lot of people have going on right now is they can't find like a mid to high top shoe that they want because everybody doesn't want to play in low tops, and there's this new fear that low tops are the reason Achilles injuries are happening and stuff. So it's your option right here. It's more of a tank. It's gonna have that little oomph that you need. You kick somebody with these though, they might be out with a concussion or dead. Not gonna lie to you. Another thing I forgot to mention when I was going through the review is the uppers on these scuff really easily and really bad. Good thing though, unlike the Kobe 9 lows, the Think Pinks, the undercolor is the color that it is. So like you'll just see different scuffs and it won't be as clean throughout time, but it's not gonna look super bad by any means. To where it's like, yeah, what happened to your shoes? I remember I wore the all blue ones one time. I saw hella scuffs. And it was just like, it was kind of shiny because the material was kind of like a dull or whatever colorway. so I can kind of see it. It didn't really change anything. It's not something that you'll really notice unless you're looking up close on the shoes. So it wasn't that big of an issue. But that is my review on the AE1 highs in the McDonald's All-American colorway. If you want to get a pair, this specific colorway or some other ones, link in bio right here, or link in caption to be more specific. This is YouTube. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out of here. If you have any shoes that you want me to review in the future, any new ones that are coming out, anything new, I'll probably already be on the list of reviewing. But let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, if you want to support, show love, please just drop a like. If you're interested in hoop shoes and you want to drop a follow, it's there. Just go ahead and click it. I appreciate the support though. Like I said, in some of my videos, maybe even in this one, lost my Instagram, so I'm grinding out the YouTube. I'm trying to really grow on here and push myself, because the consistency of posting on YouTube, even though genuinely like what I'm doing doesn't take a shit ton of time, recording full videos and then editing full videos is kind of like, it's just burning your brain to go through like a 20-minute thing of video, 15-minute thing of video, edit, versus like recording a bunch of different just like short 2 to 3 minute videos. I don't know, something about it. But I want to be consistent with that. I want to grow on YouTube and see what I can do on here. I got to 60K on my main YouTube and then just stopped posting. So that account's damn near dead. I should probably start posting on there too. But hey, you know, it's all good. We got a shoe page too. But alright, I'm out of here for real.